Begin broadcast. Humble Among broadcast system number 179. It is Monday, March 10th. How's everybody doing? I'm gonna do a little behind the scenes work while we let some people get in here. We got some stuff to talk about tonight. I'm back from Dallas, so we're gonna spend some time talking about Dallas. I just dropped a nug, damn it. Oh my god, I dropped a nug. I don't know what I did with it. We're back from Dallas, though. It was a really special event. If y'all pulled up to Dallas, you already know. If you missed it, you don't know. But it was a really special event. I'm going to talk about it. I have notes breaking it down. Yeah. Let some people filter on in here. Wake up. Whoop. What's up, wake up? Booty Pins. Wicked Widget. What's up, Don? Whoop, whoop. Strange Suspicion. Whoop, whoop. Terry Lynn Cyrus. What's up, dog? Whoop, whoop. How you guys doing? Let me do my little thing, and we're going to just get the show on the road. Obviously, the Gathering website launched last night and surprisingly did not fucking crash. Love it when you stream before 2 a.m. 2 a.m. your time, Umo. Umo be staying up late to catch some of this Jug content. Remember when Umo was on Team MUJ? Till 6 a.m. his time or some shit? It was like fucking sunrise over there. He's still on Team MUJ. Shouts out to Umo. Umo's the shit. Always supportive. Always good energy on Umo. Yeah, I don't know jack shit about Juggalo Night happened in Dallas. Yeah, y'all missed some shit. If you were in Dallas and you're a Juggalo and you didn't pull up, you kind of missed some shit. It was crazy. It was crazy. We're going to talk about it, though. I was talking last time that, you might want to get tickets because it might sell out, or, they didn't want to say it was going to sell out. But I was encouraging people to get tickets ahead of time. And yeah, y'all pulled the fuck up, man. I believe capacity of that place was 250, was what I was hearing.
200 and we were at 250.
We broke 300 is what I heard at the end of the night. And if you want to believe Strife's bullshit,
500.
we broke 500 people. On some WWE shit, on some counting every mammal in the building, including mice. Actually, we're counting insects in the building. We're counting Vinegrone logos in the building. If you want to do it that way, then there was over 500 in the building. But yeah, hella people pulled up. Might as well just do the reveal. Oh wait, no. Let me finish doing my thing and I'll do the reveal. Reveal, just me sitting here. What was this night all about? Rude Mark says. Jug shit, motherfucker. What the fuck do you think it was about? It was about motherfucking Juggalos pulling up and having a place to hang out. That's what it was about.
It was about my charcuterie board in the green room.
What was this night all about? It was about Emily's charcuterie board in the green room. What up, y'all? How you doing? What was this night about? What are you, the feds? What was going on in this Juggalo night? What was this night about? It got canceled. No, it did not get canceled. It definitely did get canceled. Oh, at the Gathering? Did the Gathering get canceled again? That seems to happen. Sounds like hog gathering attendance estimations. Damn right. 10K every year, Cheese House. 10K, even. Yeah, Strife's like, say 500, exactly. Fucking Strife. No, but legit, we heard it was like over 300 people. And yeah, there was a lot of people in there. I got some pictures I'm going to show you guys in a second. Yeah, this year Gathering will sell out, Cheese House. We are going to get over 100,000 people at the Gathering this year. How many people is it at Lost Lands till it sells out?
80.
It's only like 70, 80, right? I keep going. I keep even overestimating that one.
I think the attendance.
I think it was like 70.
80.
Yeah. It's 70 to 80 for Lost Lands. So 100,000 people are pulling up for the gathering of the Juggalos. Wizard of the Gathering did like 20K, I think. And that was at that was Legend Valley too, right? Right? Or what? Maybe that wasn't Legend Valley. I think that one was Legend Valley too. I could be wrong. Well, fuck. A mini Juggalo gathering ain't shit new to me, if that's what you mean. I mean, it really wasn't. I mean, it was
a show.
It was somewhere between a mini Juggalo gathering, like a social, a teenage social event.
It was a meetup.
A meetup, a concert, a DJ night. It was somewhere between all of that stuff.
Teen club nightlife.
Yeah, it was like a teen club night. It was somewhere between all of that shit. A lot of young people pulled up. Yeah, I guess I can just like start going through some notes here or something. Oh yeah, I didn't even do the reveal of the thumbnail for tonight's show. We got Mini Paint Shaggy. Shaggy's been slowly shrinking his paint. We got LSP eggs. We got the nice gathering of the Juggalos logo and the Juggalo Night flyer. Now, let me show you guys some pictures here. This is me all sweaty doing a couple of songs and Emily raging in the background. Shouts out to the photographer who was doing these really cool swirly, I forget her name. She was doing these really cool swirly images. And I think it was another photographer, I think it was the dude who did this really cool one.
She got a picture of me at the merch booth.
Of me performing as well. She got one of you at the merch booth in the swirly design too?
I don't know what she did.
God, I hope she did the swirly design. Those are so cool. And if you look right behind Emily, that's Relic. Relic pulled up. You can see EC right beside Emily there as well. Shouts out to EC and Relic pulling up. Relic in the chat right now. Dog. It's so crazy to have Relic pull up though. Shouts out to photographer homegirl Lardy's friend. I don't think so. They pulled up separately. The photographer girl pulled up like separately. There was like 3 photographers / videographers that I think they had hired. And I don't think that girl was with Lardy because Lardy showed up like an hour later.
Yeah,
Lardy and
she was with the first guy because I saw when she came
yeah,
in.
the guy and the
and
girl
I
were
saw
together, right?
The bigger guy, like the big dude.
I feel like the guy, the girl, and the other guy, because there was a guy with like a DJ Osmos thing, like the Juggalo Unmasked couple had. Yeah, he was in there too. He was doing, I think, just video stuff.
Oh, okay.
But as far as like actual camera photographers, I think it was those two,
Yeah.
and then the videographer guy. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of pictures for you. That's kind of like jumping ahead a little bit, showing you me first, but let me just break down the whole trip in general. We left Wednesday of last week. We had to catch a flight from Boston to Dallas, so that involved us getting up to leave the house at 10:30 because I think we had a 4 p.m. flight, and we were trying to get there a couple of hours early to do it the right way and not miss anything. So we had to be there by like 2. We were trying to shoot for. So we were trying to get out of the house by like 10:30, 11. We accomplished that. We had to like park and take a shuttle to the airport, do all that kind of fun shit. Emily had to like move some stuff around in her bags because there's a 50-pound limit on the shit. But we got on the plane. Luckily, everything with the flight was easy peasy. I felt really blessed that everything was really easy as far as the airplane stuff. So we took the plane to Dallas. We landed around 8, I would say, maybe 8, maybe a little after 8, somewhere around 8 Dallas time. We took an Uber to the Airbnb, which was kind of, in the hood.
Oh, it was not kind of in the hood.
It was in the hood?
It was in the hood. It's in a neighborhood that they're currently picking off.
It's kind of in the
houses one by one. One developer and one architect. You can clearly tell that's building on these condemned properties.
Yeah, kind of like gentrifying. It's like gentrification in progress.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild to see.
No one wants to live there because it's not an affluent neighborhood yet. So they're Airbnb-ing all of these properties.
Yeah. There's this one area we were driving through where it was like literally it would be like a couple of modular ass houses with Teslas parked in front of them, like brand new modular
Very
architecture.
modern concrete.
Yeah, modern concrete type of moldings and stuff, or fittings or whatever you want to call it. And then there would just be like a goddamn old ass house with like a fucking chain link fence around it and like trash in the yard, boarded up windows, maybe a fucking hoopty on the fucking concrete blocks type beat, like right next door or right across the street from the shit. And there'd be like 5 of those houses, then another modular house with a fucking Tesla parked in it. It's pretty fucking wild, man. It was literally like, I think like it was like our house, which was an Airbnb, and then like another house which I think they were trying to sell. It must have been the same people. I got the vibe that owned both.
Town is the same people.
You think it's the same people just buying up all those, like
100%.
Elon just buying up all those shits?
No, 100%. I've seen it happen in so many shitty cities. You know what I mean? I've seen that happen a million fucking times. 50% of the neighborhoods in Northern Virginia.
Here it is, actually. Here's a little sneak peek. This is the bodega around the corner. This was like right around the corner from where you're staying.
Because I don't know if you remember me saying, like, look, they're going to pick off these houses one by one. Once they get to a certain amount of houses that are redone, they can require the remaining tenants.
Yeah.
They can kick them out of their houses because a certain percentage of the neighborhood has been redone.
The bodega was kind of lit to me, though, because they had these bootlegs. You know, it's 2025. And they are selling bootleg CDs. Emily found this Nicki Minaj, Hello Nikki, Hello Kitty themed one. Oh yeah, now that's the green room. Here's the Hello Kitty CD she got. Bootleg she got. Hello Nikki. It's 5 discs. Wait, 4 discs and a DVD of Nicki Minaj tracks. It's 2025. I was pretty fucking hyped to see a bootleg CD rack in goddamn 2025. Over that CD? Yeah, that was Emily's big I mean, did we even buy anything? We didn't really buy anything out there. There's not like any mementos. Food. We got a lot of food.
So much money on food.
And by the way, shouts out to Micah and Vinnegrone Records for having our backs on all of these little things too, by the way. Thank you so much, guys. You're the shit.
Spent $66 just on coffee that one day when I was like, you don't even want to know how much.
Yeah, you went ham with all the Uber and door dashing and all of that shit.
Because I'm so used to it, and I was just bawling out, and being with another Filipino person, I know that there's someone else that understands the connection of sharing food with people is really what it is.
Yeah.
And
it's a bonding experience. That's a bonding experience for sure.
I got Thai food that first night, and me and her got the same exact thing. I got Filipino food.
LHRPG with the $5 super chat said, I finally watched Off Ramp. I think it's on Tubi, by the way. Did you watch it on Tubi?
It is on Tubi.
I'm glad I saw it, but there was some fucked up shit in it. Yeah, there is. There definitely is. And by the way, that fucked up shit turns a lot of people off to it. I know for a fact. I think Mikey doesn't like it. Frankie doesn't like it. Fro definitely doesn't like it. I saw Fro on Mikey shit saying he fucking hates it. So yeah, there's a lot of people that fucking don't like Off Ramp. They totally stole your performing at the gathering story. Though, how do you mean? How do you mean? That definitely wasn't stolen because this was written way before me. That's definitely not stolen. Spoken Realness gifted 1 Humble Among membership and alienated membership to Ashhole. Ashhole, you can see the uncovered 23 minutes from this last gathering that I just found. By the way, if you are a member of the alienated, 23 minutes of day 1 of the gathering of the Juggalos, me walking into the gathering of the Juggalos, day 1, that I somehow fucking lost or just didn't see when I was exporting, or it failed when I was exporting or something. Really dope stuff in that 23 minutes, though. That's literally us walking into the gathering that day. Go check that shit out. Yeah, man. So when we pull up to the Airbnb, let's get back to Dallas storytelling. When we pull up to the Airbnb, Strife comes out and welcomes us. He must have been waiting by the door, like a little kid waiting for his his poppy to come home or something, you know. Strife was waiting for us. Micah and Shez, shouts out to their generosity and their hospitality. We all just kind of chilled for the night while Micah and Strife kind of were, and Shez were all kind of brainstorming on the show. There was a lot of planning and prep that went into the show, and it just, I think, is what made this show so different, is all the planning and prepping that clearly was going on. Oh yeah, good thinking, baby. You want to just don't show that address on there. We got a little unboxing that's going to happen here. LHRPG with another $5 super chat. Thank you, dog. In the movie, they get a spot on stage because someone dropped out. Same thing happened to you in real life. Just saying. I mean, the movie was definitely shot before that even happened to me, though, you know? That's interesting. I gotta, you know, I don't even really remember that. That's the story they tell. That's the story they tell of their rap group. I'm taking it, right?
Oh, yeah, because in the beginning when they're driving.
Yeah, it must be during the exposition when they're driving, talking about that old gathering stuff. It's gotta be. So is this a way Humble is stretching his legs more as a Juggalo rapper, or is his step further in the past? I'm not sure what that means. But I mean, I am a Juggalo rapper, that is for sure. I'm not sure what that means though. I will say that shouts out to Strife and Vinnegrown Records for Vinnygrown Records. Ooh, that's a nice. That's the Juggalo Ohio 3
flyer.
Hell yeah. New Stale Wind. That's sorry, from the Stale Wind Gather the Elements drop, I'm sure.
And it's black and white. Wee.
Yeah, fuck, where was I going with that? I was going to say something, but now we're unboxing something.
Vinnegrown.
Oh yeah, shouts out to Strife and Vinnegrown Records for understanding the promotional power that we have over here on the Humble Among broadcast system, that we have over here on the channel. That the voice and brand, I should say, that I have over here is strong. Shouts out to them for understanding that shit. Oh, those are fire. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna wear the shit out of those. Those are so your type of shorts.
I'm gonna wear the shit out of
more than the bicycle shorts. Those are your type of shorts. 100%. Yeah. You like the bicycle shorts too, and then there's that
love
Derby
them,
shirt.
But yeah.
Got that new Derby shirt. Yeah.
Gas.
Real jug shit. Shouts out to Darby O'Trill. Big shouts out to Darby O'Trill. I was just talking to him a little bit earlier. All right. So yeah, man, this was that night was just about kind of chilling, a little bit of light planning as far as like the show went. And yeah, there's Dot Strife. I'm stroking my dick right now. I got my hand on my dick, just stroking my shit. That's old school Dot Strife in the chat right there. Shouts out to Strife. You still on the train?
Congratulations.
You still on the train, dog? I know you're still on the train. You already told me. But I want them I want them to know. Strife is stuck on a train right now.
We discovered this week that me and Strife are the same person.
Oh my god, yeah. Wait till we get to that. Strife literally yell rapping while I'm driving. Like fucking Emily literally does to me. Like Emily will do this thing where she be rapping like Lil Wayne verses, or like she's like, motherfucker, like she's rapping it to me like I'm the ops or some shit. Strife was doing the same thing, but he was rapping to me as Jamie Madrox, wanting me to suck on his dick like a popsicle stick or something. He was kicking game to me even. It was wild. We're gonna get to it later, but Strife loves the twisted songs with the N-words in them, man. Boy, he loves them. He loves them so much. He loves them so much that during the show, during actual Juggalo Night Dallas, I forget what song it was, he played some twisted song. And it was wild work, man. He was up there rapping along with the fucking verse. And this motherfucker Strife started putting N-bombs into twisted verses that didn't have N-bombs in them. I couldn't fucking believe it. Live during the actual show. It's fucking crazy. There he goes. Those are the exact lyrics. Those are the exact lyrics he was rapping at me. And the whole time, gaslighting me, saying, Humble, you love this shit. Humble, why do you want to play all this twisted, dog? It was good times. Good times. We're gonna get to that a little bit later. That was what, Thursday? That was the next day. Yeah, we might as well just go into Thursday now. Yeah, that was Thursday that all that went down. So like earlier in the day, we get up and we go to get some coffee and some breakfast. Strife stayed back at the crib while we went and did this, and then we decided we were all gonna go. Me, Emily, Ches, Micah. We were all gonna go to D-Town Customs. So we did pull up to D-Town Customs. I didn't think we were actually gonna stop over there. I'll be honest with you. But I'm really fucking glad we did because Parker, I believe his name is Parker, that owns D-Town Customs. He's a really nice guy. Him and his lady, really, really nice people. They were very nice. We got to see some secrets. Shh, I can't really talk about that. Got to see some little secret things that may or may not be coming, may or may not ever come out. I don't know, purely speculation. Some other shit went down while we were there. That's pretty fucking cool. I played homies in Just Another Crazy Click. Yeah, you were dropping the M-bomb during Just Another Crazy Click then. It was Just Another Crazy Click, right? That he was dropping mad M-bombs? Strife just kept being like, N-word, N-word, N-word.
I don't remember.
Because that was after he cut his Hella Gang shit promo, right?
I
think
know
so.
The order of operations.
Yeah, I think that's how it worked.
I was taking a nappy wappy in the green room.
I love saying that he's like dropping so many, like he's just like N-word, N-word.
No sex in the champagne room. No sleeping in the green room.
Oh, God, that shit was funny. No, it was the twisted part, bro. You were doing the you were doing the twisted part. Oh shit. Okay, I need to keep going. So yeah, we went to D-Town and something went down that will be revealed at Juggalo Ohio 3. I can say that. Something went down at D-Town that will be revealed at Juggalo Ohio 3. If you see us at Juggalo Ohio 3, it all will be revealed. All will be revealed in time. Yeah, man. So after that, we went back. I think we got some more food to bring back to the crib for Strife. I feel like there was a food stop that I'm forgetting somewhere, but we went back to the crib because we were doing this thing on Thursday. They had already hit me that this was going down. We were going to be shooting / recording a podcast. They had rented this special, not really special. They rented a podcast studio space, which was like really fucking nice. Like super nice. The Vinegrone eats good. That's big facts. Super fucking nice podcast studio. You've seen, if you follow Strife on Instagram, he's posted, I think, 2 little clips of what that looks like. I hope I'm not saying too much. But yeah, we shot like what? About 2 hours worth of a podcast. Kosuke, you coming over tonight? Kosuke, you coming over tonight? Raw's on.
Micah said it was like an hour and a half.
It was like an hour and a half. We took we took those couple of breaks. But yeah, so like an hour and a half to 2 hours of a podcast that I think the idea. Oh yeah, Happy Mario Day. Ashhole reminded me.
It's National Women's Day too.
National Women's Day I think was yesterday.
Whatever, I don't have days.
So take that.
And yes,
Moral high ground.
Yesterday either.
And I'm on the moral high ground regardless. Huh.
Not moral low ground because you didn't say it to me yesterday either.
Well, I'm saying it now. I love you. Happy Women's Day.
You hear this shit, Preston?
You see the shit I have to go through. It's the Kosuke with the awesome beats. Yo, shouts out to Umo, showing love to Kosuke. Oh, I wish I could say something. I can't say it. So yeah, we shot like really fun shit, man. I think the idea is to cut it up a little bit. I think there's going to be some promos that come out of it. I think maybe it's going to be dropped in like smaller chunks, I think is the idea. It looks and sounds amazing. I look a little chubby. I made a joke that who looks fatter on the camera, me or Strife. I think the room was divided. or no one wanted to tell me that I looked fatter. But yeah, it looks really fucking good. I think I said to Micah in Strife when we were looking at the footage afterwards and shit, I'm like, I think we just shot like the best looking and sounding Juggalo podcast that's ever been shot. Maybe even like next to the clowns. Like this is like looks and sounds really professional. So yeah, look forward to that because that's like hella exciting. And we were just having a good time doing that, man. That was really fun. Torchy's Tacos, which was recommended by Parker from D-Town earlier in the day. We stopped at Torchy's Tacos to get some grub, which was fine. It was definitely like a more upscale chain type of place. But we had already gotten word from Strife that the bodega around the corner, just to remind you, the bodega around the corner didn't have such great tacos. They serve food, by the way, but didn't have such great tacos. They had a deal. What was the deal? What was the deal, Strife? 20 tacos for $40? Was that the deal? And Strife said that they had, I don't know if they did the 20 for 40, but they got some tacos and they were not good. They were not good. But me and Strife went back, I think on Saturday, and Strife got a cheeseburger, and that shit was good. So you never know with the bodega. You know, you don't. Maybe the taco bodegas might not be good, but the burger. It'd be dope if they had a chopped cheese there, huh? Chopped cheese probably too regional for down south though. But yeah, Strife got a cheeseburger that was good from the bodega. Anyway, I'm so all over the place. We ate some Torchy's tacos. We brought some leftovers back to the crib because I think Ches stayed behind for that. So we brought some back to the crib. And then we kind of just vegged out, hung out for the rest of the night. We were going to go back out to see the homie Arbuckle because he was set up that night with his food. Electric Lunch Lady, I believe is the name of his food truck. He was set up in the entertainment district of Dallas, and he had invited us to come out. And we were going to go out there and like kind of do some like old school flyering promoting shit. But by the time we got back, like after doing the couple of other trips around Dallas, doing the podcast, eating the tacos, and getting back to the Airbnb, we were like, I could tell the energy was just like, it's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna be able to get them to go back out for sure. So we just kind of chilled, watched some shit. Strife showed me some really dope shit. What's his name? Oh yeah, we watched State Property. I had never seen State Property before. That is the night we watched State Property. Thank you, baby. This is why you're here. Fuck, I completely forgot about State Property.
Beans, bro.
Never seen State Property. That was something else. Strife also showed me Chris Gethard episodes that I had never seen. Really interesting shit that Chris Gethard. I'm trying to think of the name of the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel we were watching, Strife. Oh fuck, the guy that recaps the Hood movies that we were watching. That shit was fire too. So Strife was putting me up on some YouTube shit that I'm gonna watch. Either get down or lay down. Yep. Facts, bro. That's the motto, right? Prim's Hood Cinema. Prim's Hood Cinema is fire. That shit is so funny. I'm gonna go down a YouTube rabbit hole of Chris Gethard and Prim's Hood Cinema tomorrow because today I was catching up on Shaggy show shit all day at work, so I didn't get a chance to do any some deep diving. I am gonna be breaking down the Shaggy shows from last week. I know everyone's like chomping at the bit too. They're like, is he gonna do Shaggy show breakdowns? Is he not gonna do it? We just really don't know, man. We really hope he does, but you really don't know, man. He might not. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm breaking down Shaggy shows. So settle down. We'll get to it. We'll get to it in due time. So yeah, that we went to sleep, I think, after State Property. There is a State Property 2, Strife, by the way. We were talking, there is definitely a State Property 2 that's on. I'm gonna make me watch the Young Wicked podcast. See? That's the gaslight. That's the kind of gaslighting I'm talking about there. There is a State Property 2, Strife. I saw that on Amazon. I have to watch. I gotta watch State. By the way, if you've never seen State Property and you're a fan of either A, hood movies, or B, bad movies, or so bad they're good movies, or any combination of those two, do yourself a fucking favor and watch State Property. Holy shit. Holy shit. Shaggy thanked me for guessing. By the way, Shaggy being a fan of In the Mouth of Madness, Sheep to Slaughter, that surprised me. That's like a little bit higher. It's a little bit like a little hoity-toity, I feel like, for Shaggy 2 Dope. I feel like I was a little impressed that In the Mouth of Madness was his pull. That was dope. And Event Horizon. Both of those were surprising picks for me with Shaggy 2 Dope. Event Horizon makes sense, though, because it's like the space horror. So, of course, he likes the space horror, you know? But In the Mouth of Madness was a little unsuspected. Shouts out to everybody in the chat right now. I got JCW tickets for April. We're going to talk about a little bit about the JCW stuff. Yeah, they got a whole nother JCW tour about to kick off in April. All right. So Friday was the show day. We walked to the bodega. We got that Nicki Minaj bootleg. We got a lot of stuff to do that day, though. There's a whole list of stuff we gotta get together. We gotta get to the venue. We gotta buy. We gotta pick up. First of all, let me talk about bringing Strife to the camera store to get an SD card, because he had this new fancy camera. Needed a very specific SD card for super fancy cameras, and so we had to go to this camera store because it's not the kind of SD card you can just get in a Walmart, say, which my dumbass is just like, let's just go to Walmart. It's in aisle A12. We can find it, no fucking problem. So we pull up to the camera store. Camera store is like 10 minutes away, right? And our plan was, let's get the camera stuff. Let's go to the camera store, get this SD card, and then we'll go and we'll get some food. I'm literally making the turn into the camera store. I shit you not. I'm pulling into the driveway and parking lot of the camera store. And Strife says to me, as I'm pulling into the spot to park at the camera store, Strife is explaining to me, nah, man, let's just, man, let's just go get food. Let's just, no. Let's just go get food. Let's just go get food now. Let's just go get food now. I'm like, no. He's like, I'm not getting out of this car. I'm not getting out of the car. It's like, what is... I don't know what was going on, but I'm like, no, dude, we're not. The fucking Kava that M wants to go to is 10 minutes away. If we just leave now, we go to get the food, we come back, that's 20 minutes to a half hour at least. That's probably a half hour at least that we are just going to waste before we even get back here to do what we are doing exactly right now. So let's just do this. We will go get the food. We will save a half hour plus of time, okay? Let's just do that. And so that's what we did. Thank God Strife got out of the car and got his SD card. We got Kava after that. Then I think we went to the venue after that. Yeah, we did. We went to the venue after that. Checked out the venue a little bit. I have some pictures of the venue. This is the green room, which was red. This was the really cool light thing they had set up in Creators Don't Die, which was the name of the space that we were in. Shouts out to Mecca, who I think was the owner / operator. Maybe owner and operator? Or? I don't know. Shouts out to Mecca regardless, who was the owner / operator of Creators Never Die, the space. A little vibey shot of the... setting up of the merch booth and stuff. There's Strife and Micah. I don't know if Micah really wants his face on there that much. Here's the hilarious merch sign. The hilarious merch sign they had. It says buy or buy. Fucking, that was cracking me up. Here's the they had set up this little corner that they wanted to have all these old ICP flyers. So they printed out all these old ICP flyers and House of Crazies flyers, like a lot of House of Crazies flyers, like so many House of Crazies flyers that at a certain point I was like, did he just stop printing ICP flyers and just start printing House of Crazies flyers? There's a lot of House of Crazies here. So yeah, there's some House of Crazies flyers mixed in here because Strife loves Twisted and Strife loves Twisted saying the N-word. Here's a little shot of the Vinny Grown. You can see the flyers there a little bit more. But what was dope about this is they put the flyers up knowing that Jugs would want to take them down and take them home. Yeah, there was some misery. There was a lot of cool shit in there. There was the KGP. I pointed out there was a set list of a show that was like KGP, House of Crazies, and Insane Clown Posse, and it was like the times of when each of these artists were going on. And across the big white piece of paper in red marker, it was signed Madness in big fucking red letters, and I was laughing my head off, and I had to go show Micah and Strife and be like, yo, this one was signed by Madness. Wherever y'all got this one was signed by Madness, who was actually, I believe, in KGP before he was in Bedlam. He was in Bedlam. So that was funny. That was fun for me. Here's a Relic meeting EC Jug, which I documented. Here's some Juggalos hanging around. This is after Juggalos were coming in a little bit. We opened up the doors around 7:30 or so. And yeah, man, they started fucking piling in. A lot of people came into that place. There was a very interesting pyramid stage that I think you could see a little bit back here. Yeah, one of these shots shows the pyramid a little bit better. Yeah, you see that? That's the stage right there. And at top, on the top of the stage, Strife had his DJ set up, and then kind of was just like performing on some stairs. I've never really done that before. I've never really like performed on some a pyramid stage like that. It was kind of interesting. I had some fun with it though. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about with these. So they put this wall up knowing that Juggalos would like want to take pictures with it, which I don't know how much that actually happened, but what did happen is they took all the flyers and they took them home, which I thought was a really cool fucking thing to do. Like just a tiny memento from the show. That was really cool. The other thing they did is they had the venue / Vinny Grown had a quiet room set up. So if you got overwhelmed by the noise or too many people, you could go into the quiet room and just chill. There was free water over in the little kitchen area by where the bathrooms were. We gave everyone free water that wanted it. We were even giving away merch at the end of the night. Spoiler alert. Strife cut a promo that if you don't got much, just go to the merch booth. We will hook you up, and we did that. We were hooking people up at the end of the night with. I gave away a couple of free shirts. I think a girl paid me like $10 for a shirt because that's all she had, and she felt bad that I was giving it away. Yeah, man. Shouts out to everybody. Juffs were welcome, as Stripe said. Juffs were welcome, but no Juffs showed up. That's what I will say. No Juffs showed up. Yeah, that was dope shit, man. The place was packed. Lights, smoke machine. I think there was supposed to be some visuals behind the DJ. I never actually got word on what happened with that. I know I saw them working on that, but it never. I don't know if that shit the bed or something. But the fucking awesome vibes, awesome fucking vibes, cool venue, awesome vibes. We kind of like they played a little bit of music while people are coming in, just like background, kind of like low level volume music, just like kept it social for the first hour or so. I was emceeing a little bit for that first hour, kind of like just, welcoming people. I went outside before they even let the Juggalos in and filmed a little bit of like the Juggalos in the parking lot, asked them to whoop whoop, kind of hyping the crowd up even before they were in the building was what I figured I would do. Yeah, this was a team, this was a family affair, man. This was really dope. It was dope to collaborate with Strife and Vinegron on this. This was really fun for me. Because a lot of the stuff that they wanted to pull off, like, it's different. It's not like a regular show. It's not like a Jug show normally is. It's not really like, I don't know. There's not. I like it because it's more about having fun and making sure people are safe and shit. We have these like green, what do you call them? Like bracelets or even necklaces, like little light up gimmicks that we put on people. That would be these people are safe people. If you feel threatened by anyone, please let the people know that are wearing these light up guys that you feel threatened. And there was one creep that was in the building that we got word about early. From what I understand, they got that creep dude out of there because he was like trying to rub up on people or something, and they were like, "Nah, we ain't doing that. Get out of here." So we were there, and shots at the Vinegron and Strife for that, because that gets a lot of respect from me. Standing up for that shit, not just turning a blind eye to that shit. That's dope as fuck. Making sure the kids were protected was probably one of the first priorities of everyone in that building, and that's dope as fuck. Yeah, EC and Relic pulled up. I saw EC outside. Thank you, EC. You already know. I don't even have to say it on here. Thank you, EC, for your hospitality. EC's the best. I did kiss EC on his forehead/hat as requested by Nick Bazaar. Relic was out there one of the other times I was out there trying to... I can't remember if I was hyping the crowd or if I was just kind of walking through the crowd, but Relic stopped me and introduced himself and fucking blew my wig back. Crazy as fuck to meet Relic in real life. Relic's a real person, y'all. Relic's a real human being. And very friendly. Very, very fucking dope dude. Thank you for pulling up, Relic. That damn near was worth the trip in its own, just to meet Relic. I think I dropped the ball because I don't think I got any. I don't know if I have any film of Relic. You'll see him in the stuff raging and shit, but I don't know if I actually interviewed the motherfucker. I didn't interview anyone at the show, I don't think. That's probably the L on me, but I did document the night pretty well. I feel like I got a really good document of how the night went. I went on about 9:10, 9:20, somewhere in between that. I only did 2 songs, which, by the way, not mad at. That's less work for me. It would have been cool maybe to do 1 or 2 more songs, but hey, I ain't mad at it. This is Strife's event. I understand that shit. And, I like the idea. I like the idea of leaving them wanting more. I think I heard someone in the Beatles in an old interview talking about you want to leave them wanting more when they were asked why they only do like 20-minute shows back in the day. So I like that. I like that vibe. I like leaving them wanting more. I did 2 songs. I did Strictly Wicked, the Andrew Ponix remix, which was perfect for the night because Strife was doing all these EDM remixes of Juggalo songs and shit that are fucking crazy. That really turn the energy up quite a bit. So doing that Strictly Wicked remix was like it just felt like a perfect spot for it. And then I did Cryptid's Creeping Out the Cut, which always seems to get a weird reaction from the crowd, positively weird reaction from the crowd. Yeah, man, I got footage of damn near everything, the DJing, the remixes, Strife hyping the crowd up. Strife was getting people on the pyramid. So Jugs were just like raging on the pyramid to the songs and shit. People were having a good time. People were dancing. The entire night, people were in that room dancing. So it was a Juggalo dance party. Mission accomplished. Mission accomplished on the Juggalo dance party for sure. And yeah, man, I've never been to it's rare that I even go to rap shows that have this much dancing, let alone a Juggalo rap show. The only other rap show, and this is no cap, the only other rap show I have ever been to, and this isn't even a rap show, you know what I mean? So I probably shouldn't even make this parallel. The only other rap show I've ever been to that had this much dancing in it was KRS-One, back in the day at fucking Pearl Street in Northampton. That's the only other rap show I've been to that had this much dancing. Lardy B did, I think, 3 or 4 songs. Strife DJ'd some more. Strife only did 1 song. So that's the point. It wasn't about like, there's a lot of rap shows you might go to where Humble Among only does 1 or 2 songs because the ego has a bloated ego, which I'm not saying Strife doesn't. Strife does have a bloated ego, but this isn't about Strife's time. If Strife wanted to, Strife could have done 4, 5, 6 songs. It's his show. Strife did 1 song. This wasn't about Strife the rapper. This was more about the vibe of the night. You know what I mean? The flow of the night. And he had a very specific vision, and I saw it from the planning stages of what he wanted to do with the flow and the vibe of the night, how the energy wanted to translate through the night. And I think it was mission accomplished. I think it was definitely mission accomplished with that. And the close of the night was Pass Me By, basically like Fago Armageddon without Fago, where we all, like, as much of us that could be on that pyramid, we're on that pyramid, and we all just sang Pass Me By to each other. And it was dope. I got that whole moment. I got a little bit of Lardy B on that stage. I got a little bit of that. I got that whole moment. Yeah, man. Vibey ass shit, man. Some really cool shit. So then we're like, we're loading out for a while. Talking to people as they're milling out and shit. We sold some merch / gave away some merch at the end of the night. Me and M took an Uber back because they had to fit Strife's board, those tables, which already took up a lot of room, and a bunch of other shit. The merch, probably Strife's camera equipment, a bunch of other shit had to fit into the van, so it was no way that everybody could fit in the van on the way back. So we took an Uber, and plus all my merch shit and fucking my backpack and shit. There was no way that all of us were going to fit in the van, so we took an Uber back to the crib. We got some Whataburger sent to the house because we were hella curious about Whataburger. And funny enough, Strife went out to Whataburger with a couple of local Oh, and I almost fucking passed over this. Shouts out to Diego, who offered to run the merch table, because for a little bit during that night, Emily was not having a good night because she was afraid she was going to be trapped behind the merch table. She was going to be merch girl, and she was going to miss me. She was going to miss the whole night. She wasn't going to get to see me perform. She wasn't going to, she wasn't going to get to see her man perform. I was like, there's no way that's going to happen. We'll get someone to step in to run the merch, like, so you can come and enjoy the night. You won't be chained to the merch table. And Diego was the guy that Strife and Vinnegrone had hired to do some shirt designs, I believe, for the night. So he was pulling up, and he was gung-ho to do merch. He was like, bro, I love doing merch. Let me do it. I want to do it. Like, so I was like, fuck, I'm going to let Diego do the merch for a little bit. So we got to go out there and see Strife DJ, and she got to see me perform. She got to film me perform. What an honor, right? Filming me perform. What an honor. But yeah, man, just dope vibes. We're lucky a fire marshal didn't come in, because if it's true we broke capacity, then we're really lucky a fire marshal didn't come by and be like, all right. I mean, that place was in the middle of fucking, like, industrial. It was like an industrial park, like strip mall type place that this was located in. Not the place you would expect a venue to be. Spoken Realness gifted 1 Humble Among membership to Strange Suspicion. Welcome to the Alienated. Lardy is so dope, by the way. Lardy's team is so dope. 23 Cups, always friendly as fuck. I talked to Lardy a little bit. I think the first time I actually spoken to Lardy, Emily was shy. Emily was too shy to meet Lardy. It was like me meeting Ouija or the Clowns. Emily was too shy. I should have forced that shit to happen. I should have forced it. I said to Lardy, I'm like, we're like huge fans. And in that moment, that was the moment I should have been like, yeah, will you come meet my girl real quick? She loves you. Will you come meet her real quick? I should have done that. Next time I need to make sure I force Emily to meet Lardy and they get a picture together. Yeah, man, it was a fucking dope night. I don't know what else to say. Strife went to get Whataburger with Diego and the other homie. I think that was, I forget what was the other homie. Was he doing door stuff as well? Or was he like putting
the one that looked like the dude that?
Yeah, the guy that you thought was on.
He did the doors.
So he was doing the door stuff as well.
He was mainly doing the doors.
Well, Ches was kind of doing door stuff too. She was more like checking the pre-buys, right?
People that already paid.
Yeah, the pre-buy people.
He was selling.
Jake is his name. Yeah, shouts out to Jake. Jake was a really good dude. Jake and Diego, Strife went out to get Whataburger. Our Whataburger experience was a little shit though because we had to wait like 40 minutes because we door dashed the shit, and so the burger was like mad cold and not good. But I will report
It was trash.
that the honey butter biscuit
No, it wasn't.
was excellent.
He's lying.
No, I'm not. I am not lying. I'm telling you the truth. That honey butter biscuit was everything I wanted it to be and then some. So I got my honey butter. Shouts out to Brockhampton. Shouts out to Merlin Wood, who in a Brockhampton song talks about getting a honey butter, like for several bars even. So I've wanted to try a honey butter biscuit ever since listening to listening to that Brockhampton song, basically. So that was mission accomplished for me. Yeah, man, lots of food. This was like a food vacation as much as it was vacation or whatever.
When you have 2 Filipino women in the house.
Big facts. Big facts. By the way, so many weird parallels with Emily and Ches.
We're both
I mean,
in the same area in Jersey.
they ordered the same or very similar to
No,
almost exact.
We ordered exactly
Yeah,
the same thing.
like 3 times
We got pad CU with tofu.
without talking about it.
No. She handed me the phone. She said, "Pick what you want." I said, "Pad CU with tofu."
Yeah.
And then when
it got there, there was like, oh, there's 2 of them. There's literally the quote as they were unpacking the food.
And then the next morning for breakfast, we both got the cherry Danish.
Yeah, without talking about it. Didn't realize it.
We have matching tattoos.
Yeah, the matching tattoo thing. That was the other one. That's right. Yep.
We did something else.
No Cobb salad. No, never. Never. The Vinny grown eats well. The Vinny eats well. By the way, congrats to Vinny Mac, who engaged. Congrats to Vinny Mac.
But I'm not. That's wild.
Hey, calm down, you. Oh yeah, let me show you the rest of the pictures of the night. It's in the middle of showing you guys pictures. I finished the story, but I didn't show you guys more pictures. What? No, there's way more pictures than that. Hold on a second. Something is wrong here. Why does it cut off after 14? Huh. Hold on a second. Alright, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something a little different that I thought of doing earlier, but I'm going to do it this way. I have to pivot a little bit to show you guys the rest of these pictures because for some reason it's not showing me all of them. So this is going to be my pivot. Here, J-Night to share. We'll do it like this. A little bit more janky, but I can get it done still and show you guys the pictures. There we go. Almost the same thing. Kind of gives it a more cool little vibe too because it curves it out like that. All right, that way I can show you guys all of them. Perfect. Here we go. Now we're cooking. Here's some more Relic and EC. There's Emily, Relic, and EC all in the same shot. Here's a little shot of the crowd as they're coming in still. There's me up there with Strife. A little better shot of the crowd as they're packing in. You can see quite a fucking lot of... That's just in there. That's not counting the quiet room or the other side of the venue or outside of the venue. Here's Lardy B. You can kind of see Lardy B behind the flash. I got this in the middle of the other photographer doing a flash, I guess. Here's Strife all painted up. Strife painted up. Kind of some Twisted-esque paint. No, I'm just kidding. He did some like skull Day of the Dead. What's the proper term? Thank you. Style paint. There's my goofy ass de la Muerto.
Dia de los Muertos.
Oh, I suck. I'm not even gonna try it. Oh, here we go. And here's the most artsy, the best photograph I took of the whole damn event. This is high art right here. God, that shit's fire.
I love that
Isn't that so hard?
I saw the Chanel trash can as soon as we walked in, and the first thing I said was, I need a picture with the Chanel trash can.
You got that shit too.
I sure did. That's fucking gold.
Isn't that
right
dope
there.
though? I think that's all the pics from that. Hell yeah.
Dia de los Muertos.
Dia de los Muertos.
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 M-W-E-R.
M-W-E-R.
Pronounce it like it's M-W-E-R.
Muertos.
Muertos.
I suck. I'm sure you're all laughing at me now.
That was like the first thing that happened when we got to the Airbnb is...
Make fun of the white boy?
We went in.
We went on Eric.
He didn't take his shoes off. He was like, should I take my shoes off? I was like, duh, you take your shoes off. And me and Strife just looked at each other. I was like, it's because he didn't have a brown mom. Okay, so
because I didn't have a mom. Shit.
Well, I mean, I would say your dad probably did not make you take your shoes off.
No, my dad barely cared about anything.
So, like, my mom didn't really care about anything either, except for that the house was fucking clean. And you take your shoes
Humble
off.
gets sunburnt in the moonlight. Go easy on him. This is facts, Taffy. And by the way, Taffy, you're one to talk. All right? Let me just say that.
She is a lovely shade of pale.
She burns just as easy as me.
I'm pretty pasty myself, but I will tan as long as I'm
No,
not...
thank you, Strife. I love you, dog. Be safe on your long ass journey home. Be safe. Don't hesitate to hit me up if you want to text or whatever, dog. I know it's gonna be boring on that that train. The Amtrak. All right.
Did you not just hear me dying from that fucking Dabaruski?
I did. So yeah, man. I got some more to talk about though, because that wasn't the end of the trip. We Saturday it was cold and rainy in Dallas, like 40 degrees. Like I had to put the hoodie on, and when we were out smoking in the therapy gazebo. Shouts out to the therapy gazebo, by the way. Chaz was gonna go. I said Chaz. Jesus Christ. Chaz was gonna go meet a couple of her friends and do some things, but that didn't happen till later in the day as well. We kind of all just were like sleepy, nappy, hanging out, smoking, taking nappies. Emily ordered like Filipino food, so everyone was kind of eating on some Filipino food. Some coffees were ordered, some ice cream was ordered at some point. Emily really was going ham once again with the DoorDash stuff. Let's see. Now, I had earlier, I think Thursday, I had realized, oh shit, I'm in Dallas. That's where fucking JFK got his wig split open. Oh shit, dog, I gotta go. I gotta go to the grassy knoll. They got the fucking X. That's right, they got it marked off with an X. I remember that Bill Hicks bit. There's a whole Bill Hicks bit where he talks about how they got it marked off with the X, and they used to can go to the book depository building. You can look out the window and you can actually see the X, or you can't see the X. So now you can't go and look out the window, because if you go and look out the window, you can't see the X. You realize, well, how did he make the fucking shot? Anyway, really poorly translated Bill Hicks bit there, but so I was like, I gotta go down there. I gotta sulk around the grassy knoll, one, and I gotta fucking go see that X. I gotta go see that X. I just have to. So we were like, I mean, I almost was just like, I had given up on that, because I was like, everyone's fucking sleepy, man. We ain't gonna do it. It's getting late. It was like 8, 9 o'clock. I'm like, it ain't gonna happen. Whatever. I had already given up on it. Shouts out to Strife. Once again, Strife looks at me and he's like, you know, he's sleepy as fuck too. I can tell by the look in his eyes. He's like, you want to go do that? I'm like, do what? He's like, go do JFK thing. And go cut a promo or something down there. And he talked about that earlier. I'm like, yeah, it doesn't seem like. He's like, no, let's go do it. Well, when we get down there, we'll get a second win. Well, let's go do it. I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's go do it. I do want to go do it. I'll be low key, probably kind of sad when I leave if we don't do it. So me, Strife, and Micah all went down there, and Micah was filming some stuff. Strife was filming some stuff. I cut a promo about JFK, and this being at this spot is almost like being at the birthplace of conspiracy theory, like literally, because of the events that happened in this spot. This is literally what caused the term conspiracy theory to be born, because the CIA created that term as a form of a psyop, as a way to discredit these kind of ideas. So like I cut a promo about that. We filmed that. I'm excited for you guys to see that. I think that was really dope. And it's like kind of rainy and vibey as fuck. I think that came out really cool though. If you go to my Instagram, you can see, or my Twitter or whatever. I posted pictures, I think, on a couple of different of me in front of the X. You can actually see me in front of the X and the grassy knoll behind me. And I think you can even see a little bit of the book depository building as well. It's fucking wild to be there, though. It was really wild. It feels like in my brain, it's so much bigger, that area, like where all of it went down. But when you're there, you're like, oh, all of this is like incredibly small. And I'll be honest, I'm looking at the building. I don't know which window it was that he shot out of, but I'm looking at the building that I know he shot out of, and I'm looking where that X is, and I'm like, it's not that crazy of a shot. I don't know which window it is, but it's not that crazy of a shot. Really. It's not. Because it's like, I can see it happening. The only thing I'm like, were those trees here? Those trees would have been damn near in the way. I don't know. Maybe I'm hella curious to like go back and do the museum shit, because they have the museum experience open on, I think it's the 6th floor of that building, the former book depository building, and a moving target, like Relic said. I don't know if they really like the Bill Hicks joke. They really have it roped off or whatever, but I'm hella curious to go up there and see for myself. I hope I can fucking look out the window. I'm just curious to see if the Bill Hicks joke was accurate. So if I go back to Dallas at some point, I gotta go back to the museum and see for myself. But yes, we shot some more promo stuff. I cut another promo about the history of Dallas as far as the Juggalodium goes. About I don't want to say the whole promo or whatever because it's pretty fresh. I think it'll be cool if you guys actually see it. But just about like them throwing the dart about 30 years ago. Alex Jones is Bill Hicks. About them throwing the dart. Alex Abyss is Bill Hicks. About Alex Abyss, about 30 years ago in Michigan, throwing a dart on a map and it landing on Dallas, and Psychopathic Records saying, fuck you to the record label, we're going to do it ourselves, and kind of just realizing that they didn't, they wanted a record label so damn bad. They wanted the record label deal so damn bad, they realized, shit, they ain't really doing shit for us except for taking our money. They're not really putting it in any markets that we need to go to. So they drove down to Dallas and they brought it directly to the kids. I cut a whole promo about it. Anyway, I don't want to say the whole promo, but that shit was really fresh. We shot that down there. Then we shot some more shit with me and Strife just being goofballs as well. So all of that stuff hopefully will see the light of day. A lot of really cool shit was shot. And then it's like, it's late. I go back. We all go back to the Airbnb. I got to get up at like 4 a.m. because our airplane takes off from Dallas at 7 a.m. So we got to try to be there at the airport around 5-ish, as close to 5-ish as we can. So we get up at like 4:15 in the morning or something is what I set my alarm to. We pack everything up real quick. We get an Uber to go to the airport. And I don't know if you guys can see. I don't know if you guys have noticed. Do you guys see this little red thing on my nose? I've had this whole stream. I haven't even told Strife about this. See that? I don't know if you guys see that shit. It's kind of raised up, kind of a welt. So when I got to the airport, I was getting our luggage out of the back of the Airbnb, and I pulled the first big rolly gimmick out, and I set it on the ground, and I turned back around to go get the other rolly gimmick, right? And the Uber driver fucking lowers the back thing of his Highlander down. So when I turn back around and go in to grab the other one, like half asleep, I fucking nailed my whole, like, this is the bottom lip of that door handle, or the door gimmick coming down. Just nailed my whole nose right off of that shit. Hurt like a motherfucker. You can see it. I'm just glad it like didn't break my nose and just like hit my bony ass nose. But yeah, that shit fucking hurt, dog. And then the guy was all like, no, it's automatic. I fucking know it's automatic. You hit my nose, dog. I know. Like, goddamn. So yeah, that kind of fucking sucked. But yeah, we got the flight. We had to fly 7 a.m. to St. Louis, and then from St. Louis to Boston. And it was easy getting on all the planes, so that was dope. Shouts out once again to Vinegron, Strife for taking care of us out there. I've never been treated that good in my entire life as far as like doing a show. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. Like, no one's ever treated me with that much respect. Yeah. Thank you so much and it's like an honor to be a part of something like this, because it really felt like special and different. So like, just the fact that they wanted me to be included with something like that, like that's dope. Like, even if I was Strife's punching bag for like 5 days or whatever, like, it was still really dope, and we had a fucking good time. Yeah, shouts out to Strife for sure. All right, I think that's about all with Dallas. Now let's talk about, I gotta do something different with that, because all of those are in there. So that's gonna fuck. All right, I gotta get back the show. So I'll do that, and that should get us. Man, I wonder why that slideshow got fucking botched tonight. Yeah, see, the rest of them work now. Interesting. So let's talk about the Gathering of the Juggalos website. New Do the Death soon with Mikey Sears and Kosuke. Love y'all. Whoop, whoop. Hey, Kosuke, you coming over tonight or what, dog? You're ignoring my question. Ignore my damn question, Kosuke. You coming over tonight or not? Raw's on, dog. Let's see. I gotta go to my proper notes now. Rest in peace to George Lowe. I forgot to do that proper. George Lowe is the voice of Space Ghost, Coast to Coast, and the father on the Brack Show, and a bunch of other voices on Adult Swim, like OG Adult Swim shit. Rest in peace to George Lowe, man. He's super fucking funny. Yeah, I mean, if you've never seen Space Ghost, Coast to Coast, or Cartoon Planet back in the day, go fucking do yourself a favor and check them shits out. Really funny shit. The Gathering website did launch, though. Let's go and we'll have some fun with that. And it seems like it didn't fucking crash, like, at all, guys. I went on there last night around 9:05, 9:10, somewhere around that area. And it was not loading. I was like, all right, so it already crashed, right? But I'm thinking now, because about, 5-10 minutes later, I tried again and it loaded. And everything loaded super fast. And everything that I was looking at every time I checked, just to see like roughly how fast stuff was selling out, to get kind of like a timeline and shit. Every time I checked, everything loaded. So I think it wasn't even launched. I think it was just slightly late on the launch time. And I don't think it crashed this year, y'all. I think I hate to say it. I really hate to say it. But I think it has to be said. I think the tradition of the Gathering website crashing may be over, y'all. I really hate to say it, but I think it might be. It really, I didn't notice it crash at all. If anyone else had a different experience, I was on my phone, too. I wasn't even checking on my computer. This was just off of my phone. All right, Gathering of the Juggalos, Gathering of Legends, August 13th to August 16th, 2025. Lured by the mysterious forces of the Dark Carnival, you find yourself standing at the gateway to a place both cosmic and eternal. From beyond the strange entrance there spills a sublime melody of lights and sound, big top visions of mirth and mayhem, music that cajoles the spirit into terror and elation, sights and scenes that are simultaneously called from out of the past while echoing into a certain and breathtaking future. Like a tesseract, you're fond. Jumpsteady wrote this. I'm just kidding. I know Creeper probably wrote this, but I want to say Jumpsteady wrote this anyway. Like a tesseract, your fondest memories fold in on one another, harnessing magic and momentum before bursting forth from your mind's eye to blast open these gates, shaping a brand new, unforgettable, once-in-a-lifetime experience. The carnival has called you to a spectacle 25 years in the making. This is the Gathering of Legends. It's the gathering of the Juggalos' 25th anniversary, a milestone unlike any that has come before in the history of Juggalo kind. From its humble start in Novi, Michigan, to flowering outward across the nation, before settling down killer carny roots in Ohio's Legend Valley, this uninhibited celebration of all things Juggalo has been rocking out for a quarter century. Fucking wild. The story and spectacle of the gathering has crafted within its history undisputed legends, performers, events, contests, attractions, and oddities that have captured the hearts and minds of ninjas everywhere. This year we bring them all together for an anniversary celebration of absolutely mythic proportions. In the history of the universe, time remains ever flowing, causing a change among all things. The Dark Carnival, however, is timeless, and so it invites you to take a step outside of time to celebrate all its mystic wonders throughout the years in one place. It's a family, as a family. So let's celebrate 25 years together as we hold open the gates to welcome you to Shangri-La on Earth. All right. The 25th anniversary of the Gathering of the Juggalos is upon us in all its magnificent glory. We have gathered each year from all around the world to experience wonders untold, and now the gathering of all gatherings is here, a time for all Juggalos to embark on a quest to make their way to join their entire family for this paramount undertaking, the likes of which have never been seen. If you have never been to a gathering in your life, then this would be the one. So make sure to grab your tickets, which are now on sale. As always, the gathering remains a corporate and sponsorship-free festival, which is unheard of in the industry. We're going to come back to that later, y'all. It is a 24-hour-a-day, 4-day outdoor music festival. You could argue more than 4 days, really. 4-day outdoor music festival, which showcases everything from concerts, late night parties, comedians, seminars, contests, wrestling, sideshows, carnival rides, camping, and so much more. It is the place to be this summer so that you can partake in the greatest family reunion on earth. Tickets are on sale. Tickets are now on sale here. Performers and vendors and those with event ideas harass info@juggalogathering.com. Performers, send your artist name, phone number, high res, blah, 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 blah. Vendors, send you, blah, 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 blah. You guys know the deal, whatever. Send that shit in. Some rules: no golf carts, e-bikes, mini bikes, or other motorized vehicle due to safety. No fireworks due to a number of trees at Legend Valley and the time of the year that the gathering is taking place. Absolutely no fireworks will be permitted inside the park. All cars entering the grounds will be searched to make sure that this is adhered to. They did get a lot harder, I would say, the past couple years with the fireworks shit. Probably last year was the least fireworks I had seen at my 5 years, my little 5-year stretch of going to the gathering. This will be my 6th year. Out of those 5 years, this last year was definitely the least fireworks that I had seen. And I feel like they were cracking down even a little bit the year before, but they were only cracking down that first day because it was 4th of July. And there was still a lot of fucking fireworks going off anyway. I feel like the whole gathering this last year, there was way less fireworks than any other time I had been at the gathering. So we'll see. I can tell you with going to Lost Lands, like a month after last year's gathering, And, you know, there was the burn ban situation, which, if you guys don't know, at Lost Lands, same location, Legend Valley, that the gathering goes down. Only a month after the gathering went down last year, they had a burn ban, a county-wide burn ban, which means it's not the festival's decision, but the entire county's decision to, like, you can't smoke at this festival. You can't bring in grills to this festival. You can't leave your car running on grass at this festival. So no idling to go into your car to get relief from the AC. You couldn't do any of that shit at this festival. Can you imagine Juggalos adhering to any of that and then continuing on with the gathering of the Juggalos? Because if a bunch of people broke that rule, the fire marshals were walking the grounds. They were going to shut that shit down. So can you imagine that going on at the gathering if there was a burn ban the month before at the gathering of the Juggalos? No, Juggalos would have fucking not listened. Or what I think would have happened, they would have just canceled the gathering last year if there was a burn ban. I think they would have just straight up canceled the gathering. So that's something to think about. I don't know if there's going to be another drought like there was, like a historically bad drought in Ohio, like that area of Ohio, like there was last year. But I mean, if that comes into play, we'll see. I mean, this gathering though is likely going to be a bigger gathering than your typical. It will break 10K, Cheese House. It'll actually probably break 10K. Let's get to the tickets now. I think that's about where we need to go. Oh, let's talk stages. Let's do that first, and then we'll go to tickets. Oh, wrong one, dummy. So if you go up here, there's a legendary stage, an iconic stage, and a comedians listing. And the only people listed so far, once again, like it usually be these days, Insane Clown Posse and Ouija Mac for the legendary stage. That will be main stage. Iconic stage will be the secondary stage. The Wompy Woods, if you will. Now, there's really nothing on any of these. If you click, I think I clicked on all these. There's really nothing. They probably should have put some JCW stuff on here because they already know they're doing JCW versus GCW, so they could have maybe at least put some of that promo there. Late night parties, they obviously don't have anything. There's no event map yet. No timeline yet, obviously. There's some general information. The little Bala campsite with no power versus the big Bala campsite with power. Which, by the way, all sold out. Let's just go to tickets then. No vendors listed yet. Just information on how you would inquire about being a vendor. What are you doing? You better stop. So yeah, we got a bunch of shit sold out, huh? VIP experience is not sold out yet, but car passes are gone. Big Balla campsite's gone. Little Balla campsite's gone. These Fago Armageddon gimmicks are gone. Yeah. So all that's left is VIP experience and no, let me see what that is. See if they have any clue of what that is. Ice Hatchet Man cooling towel. So this is just your standard VIP experience. And it doesn't seem like Fago Armageddon was included with this. Now, this is the thing that I found interesting with people complaining about them charging for Fago Armageddon. They've been charging for Fago Armageddon. I don't know why everyone's complaining about that. That's been a part of the whole VIP experiences at most ICP shows, except for some of the gathering ones. That's been a part of it. Even the, what is it? The Bigfoot hunt, the alien experience, and the Dead Rockstar seance. Those would all grant you access to Fago, easy access to Fago Armageddon. $50 if you're like too afraid to get rocked, if you're too afraid of getting perhaps rocked by security. Like, I don't see a big deal if like you want to really just line up and get like an okay Fago Armageddon, because like otherwise you're just gonna have to, you know, throw the dice and, you know, try to run past security. People do get caught by security, but I mean, there's so many jugs rushing. The odds are in your favor. They're not going to catch everybody. Just be smart and don't, you know, if you see a security's like, you know, security's knocking out a couple other juggalos or whatever, just go run past that shit. Yeah, man. Let's talk about the general admission ticket price. I keep going back to that. So I've seen obviously a lot of people complain about this, and I knew as soon as I saw the ticket price, oh, that's the biggest jump they've ever done in history of the Gathering of the Juggalos. Boy, people are going to complain about that, because they complained last year when it jumped only like $20 or $25 or $10, $15, however much it jumped last year. And the year before it jumped $20. They complained about that. Boy, if they're complaining about $20, you best believe they're gonna complain about fucking another $40, $50. Yeah, they're gonna complain. Sure enough, people are complaining. I want to put it to you guys like this, though. And this is to the people who are upset, mind you. This is directly to those people who are upset about the ticket price. Every other festival, especially a multiple day festival, a 4-day festival, you are spending at least $500 to get into that shit. And that's just entry. That's not including any other extra shit. That's not including your camping pass, because most other festivals will charge you for a camping pass. So that'll be another couple $100 to $500. If you want, like Lost Lands, to have a glamping experience, a pre-set up tent experience, if you want to bring in the RV, all of that stuff is way more expensive at these bigger festivals. These corporate sponsored festivals, mind you. That's the other thing to remember. The Gathering of the Juggalos is not corporate sponsored. It doesn't have any sponsors like that, other than underground artists paying for buy-ons. But anyway, here's the thing I find funny, man. You got a lot of people who will complain about the quality of the Gathering of the Juggalos artists. There's too many Juggalo artists. Imagine, there's too many Juggalo artists at this Gathering of the Juggalos. You got a lot of people that'll complain about that. There's not enough mainstream artists or whatever. The artists aren't good enough. They used to have better artists back in the day at the Gathering. Which, regardless of your opinion on that, let me put it to you like this. If you truly do want better artists, then you should understand that's largely what this price increase is to pay for better artists this year. This is the Gathering of Legends. This is a lot of returning artists, right? They're not just Juggalo artists that are returning. We're going to hopefully get some big fucking names. That money is to come from somewhere. Someone's got to pay those touring fees. Someone's got to pay for those bigger artists. Not everyone will do it for free. Not everyone will do a buy-on. You know what I mean? That's not how the shit will go down. If they really want to have it be the Gathering of Legends, they got to bring back big legendary artists. That money's got to come from somewhere. The fact that they're doing the tickets this early this year shows me that money's going in to paying for those artists. That's what's going down. This is the earliest times the Gathering site's been up in recent years. They announced it super early last year. That's for a reason. They were building hype early because they knew they got to get the funds up to pay for these motherfuckers. So just remember, no other festival has the camping included in the ticket price. No other, and they're corporate sponsors. And also I want to put out there, and this is something me and Em been talking a lot about. Going to Lost Lands this past year, we heard Jump Steady was at Lost Lands this past year. Purely speculation. Purely speculation, of course. We heard that Jump Steady was at Lost Lands doing intel. He wasn't there to rage. Jump Steady wasn't in the pit taking pictures with his flip phone of Ahi or anything, you know? Jump Steady wasn't down in the crater getting his brain rocked with the bass or anything, you know? But Jump Steady was there looking, I believe, at the infrastructure of how that festival has worked, because it's just so bigger. And I always say, and I was just having this conversation earlier today with somebody who was concerned about the gathering tickets selling out. They were concerned about these tickets selling out. When do they sell out, they ask me every year. They never sell out. The gathering hasn't sold out, and at least in my knowledge, I don't think a gathering has ever sold out. Now, that's not to say it's impossible, though, right? Because you know what does sell out every year? Lost Lands. Lost Lands sells out every year, and that's at the same place. So if you get 70,000 to 100,000 people, not likely to happen, I'm being real, but this shit could sell out. Shit, if they get, let's get crazy, right? If they get 40,000 people, if they get 30 to 40,000 people, let's get real crazy with this. Roughly half of the, if they get roughly half of the attendance of Lost Lands, you know what they would have to do? Y'all, a lot of y'all aren't going to be camping in the grounds. Some of y'all would have to camp across the road. Some of y'all would have to park across the road if that many people pull up. That's facts. That's just facts. That the way that place works, the infrastructure of that place, from what I've seen, some of y'all would have, they might have to move everyone, a large majority of people, to camp across the road. And only the earliest people can camp on the grounds, and they might have to cap that off. It's not selling out. I know. Trust me, I know. I'm getting crazy. I'm getting crazy with it. This is like some what if shit. What if Jelly Roll gets booked and a bunch of normies want to come and see Jelly Roll or Post Malone? A bunch of yeehaw motherfuckers want to come and see Jelly Roll or Post Malone for the day. Which, by the way, that's another thing I want to point out there. Someone was talking about, someone on Twitter. Fuck, I'm sorry, I'm forgetting who said this. Someone on Twitter made the great point that they should do day passes. They really should do day passes, especially if they're going to have bigger name artists like on some of these nights and shit. They really should consider doing $100 day pass. Straight up, just do a $100 day pass. Because you will get not normies, but the people who are wanting to come in for that one day. But they might just have the idea of like, fuck it, let's tax the normies anyway. So the infrastructure, if it were to get that big, would be drastically different. Just know that it would be drastically different if the infrastructure or if the attendance got up that high. It would have to. So yeah, man, a couple of, 600 for the big ballas, 300 for the little ballas, both sold out. Car pass is 150. That's not that crazy. VIP is 150. Yeah, not that crazy compared to what they were doing. I feel like, the price thing is a little bit over exaggerated, obviously, from you guys listening. Let's talk about something weird as fuck that I want to know what the hell is going on with. LSP eggs, snuff eggs coming soon. There's a real listing on the LSP website on gorehopshop.bigcartel. No, you can't actually buy it. So I don't know if this is a joke or what. Like, hardy har har, aren't eggs so expensive? We're going to start selling eggs. I don't know if this is like just like a Nathan Fielder-esque, dumb Starbucks-esque, like, goof. But I'm hella curious. I'll tell you what. I'm hella curious what the hell a snuff egg is. Looks like regular eggs, though, no? I don't know. What do you think a snuff egg is? What do you think's inside a snuff egg? Jaeger? Fucking Jaeger bomb? A little Jaeger shot? A little airplane bottle of Jaeger is inside a snuff egg? Yo, I gotta get some water. Hell yeah, burgers it is. What's up, Steven? Steven's in the chat, please. All right. I'm fucking dying. 17 days to Juggalo, Ohio. By the way, Cheese told me last night that Friday at the Super 17 is sold out. There's no more hotel rooms. I love saying it like it's a concert. For the Super 17 is sold out on Friday, and I believe on Saturday. I think I saw a Cheese tweet earlier that it's sold out. So if you were trying to hang out at the Super 17, you're gonna have to just fucking walk over or some shit, because that really is the place to be. Okay. Shit, I didn't really get the clip for this. Joe Rogan and Billy Corbin, Jesus Christ. Joe Rogan and Billy Corgan talked a little bit about Juggalos on a recent episode of Joe Rogan Experience. Go check that out if you're curious. I haven't actually watched it yet, so I might have to pull that clip next time. Violent J's daughter Ruby did an AMA on Juggalo Reddit recently that I cannot find anymore. So I think that went well. Shouts out to the incredibly toxic Juggalo Reddit. Tony Hawk Pro Skater on some 1984 shit will not be including Bam Margera in Tony Hawk Skater 3 and 4 remastered. Mike Epps says that Ice Cube will be making a Final Friday, a Last Friday movie. Nathan Fielder, I just referenced Nathan Fielder. Nathan Fielder's The Rehearsal Season 2 is coming out April 20th. I'm hella excited about that. Update on this whole Travis Scott slapping the shit out of Cody Rhodes at Elimination Chamber gimmick. I was just saying on this last episode of HABS that shit reminded me of the John Stossel slap, the "that shit feel fake to you" slap, where I forget his name, Dave, what the dude, big redneck motherfucker. Oh, I'm not gonna remember his name. A pro wrestler slapped the shit out of John Stossel, and John Stossel sued, claimed he lost hearing in his ear. Boy, I just couldn't help but think about that. How that's like the weird inverse of that, where an outsider comes in and hits a wrestler with a real punch or a slap or I don't even know what that was. And the wrestler gets injured. Like, what a weird inverse of that. But yeah, Cody has a black eye, and apparently his eardrum was burst due to that wildly inaccurate punch. Dave Blunt's, his song First Day Out of the Hospital dropped, and there's some controversy going around it because, boy, he went hard in the paint with the slurs. But if anyone loves slurs more than Strife, it might be Dave Blunt's, because he actually be putting them in his music pretty often. So Dave Blunt's is taking this controversy and running with it. You know, he's on his whole, like, I'm cleaning my act up thing. I'm wearing glasses now. I'm cleaning my act up. Should I perform the song with slurs in it? Should I not? You know, a lot of the stuff with this Dave Blunt's guy is marketing, if you haven't figured that out. But it's fun. It's funny. I like Dave Blunt's. I do think that some of the slurs are wildly cringe, but I also understand that he's kind of doing it on some, like, trolling shit. At least that's my opinion. I don't know. I could be completely wrong, and he's got, like, some pretty wild beliefs. I don't know, man. Mikey Sears and Kosuke, Cactus Jack and Terry Funk, gonna be coming soon. I don't think that dropped, but Whoop Conde and Odious dropped a visualizer that I think Taffy edited. I think that is on YouTube. Ouija Mac announced Problem Children 2 last Monday, but I couldn't find the post. So he did indeed announce it, but he pinned it to his damn Instagram, and I was not looking at the pinned post. I was looking under the pinned post, thinking there's no way he pinned the post, but sure enough, he pinned the post. A single drop this past Friday, Buffalo Sauce with Ricky Hill. Problem Children 2 track listing, if I can get that to open on here. Fuck, that might not open on here. It's on Apple Music, though. I might have to get that for y'all next time. You can find the track listing for the whole thing on Apple Music. And it's not opening for some reason. Let me see if I quit it. And then that'll bring it up. Yeah, that worked. Here we go. I can show you guys the track list real quick, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I can. Look at that. I did it. Problem Children 2, Upside Down, Till I Die, Fuck 'Em Up with DJ Paul. Tavernity Trinity with Swiss Mula. Jinsu, In Vain, To Feel, Creme Brulee, Nightmare Boys, Pray For Me, Buffalo Sauce, Gone in the Wind, Low Battery Warning, I'd Probably Rot, Storm Come Rolling In, and Moon Through the Blinds of the Band. That's a dope fucking title. Moon Through the Blinds of the Bando. That's a dope title. I like that. So April 4th, that'll be dropping. Yeah, so you can go pre-order that on Apple, iTunes, whatever. Let's see. Oh yeah, Will Gates and Odious got this show in Dayton, April 5th. Juggalo, Ohio is going down in just 17 days. March 28th, 29th, Columbus, Ohio. We will be in the house fucking just vibing, bro. Like, I'm looking forward to this shit because I haven't seen a lot of y'all in so long. Like, I feel like this is very needed for a lot of us to see each other again. Yeah, man. I'll see you guys real soon. It's coming up fast. Fair warning, I am trying to get off before 8. Get off the show, you sick bastards. Trying to get off the show before 8 because Raw is going to start, and Strange Suspicion is doing a stream, I believe, after this. Humble Among, we got some new Hooligans merch for you. Thank you, guys. By the way, guys, I did rock your hoodie this winter. Just a little update on that. I did rock your hoodie while I was doing some snow work. I was rocking y'all's hoodie, so I was repping Hooligans in my driveway while I was doing some snow removal work recently. So shouts out to y'all for providing me with I believe y'all gave me a 2X hoodie, so that shit that shit actually fit my fat ass. By the way, that's what I should talk about. I'm gonna try to hopefully this week or this weekend do this goddamn yard sale stream where I'm gonna have a bunch of XL size t-shirts and a couple of hoodies, I think, to show y'all. If y'all want them, let me know. If y'all don't want them, there's some rare shit though. I need to get rid of the shits though, because I'm now a 2X and my fat ass can't fit into any of my favorite shirts anymore, and it's breaking my damn heart. So my weight gain will be your t-shirt gain. How about that? Aren't you all lucky? Let's see. New C17 jackets. Oh wait, no, I was talking about the Super 17 show going down March 17th with an orgy, a wedding, different rooms. A couple of performances from Mikey Sears and Cheesegate. There is a potluck, I think, still going down. Seems like the potluck really got put on the back burner, though. Pun intended. Seems like it really was sold out. Was Red Cheese's comment. All right, I need to keep this moving. Y'all. I'm gonna have to move a lot faster to get through this. Let's see. These just went down. Las Vegas, Tucson, and Albuquerque. I think Frankie Goldie and Acetone were performing on a couple of these shows I saw. Or Frankie was performing in Vegas, and then Acetone and Frankie were performing on another one? I don't know. Shouts out to Gloom Unit getting on a couple of those shows. Shouts out to the Vinegrone for doing this cool little Carney cookout gimmick in Albuquerque before the JCW show. There were some Juggalos that pulled up to that. That looked like a fun little mini event. April, there's the Hella Pain and Diamond Rain Tour, a very similar JCW tour going down in April with Violent J and Ouija Mac, hitting up Illinois and Cleveland. Yeah, Cleveland and Columbus. Yeah, so let's get through the rest of the notes. C17 jackets. Ouija plushies. Let's actually just go to chapter 17. That'll be the easier way to do this. There it is. All right, there's that new jacket. Oh, those jerseys and shit sold out fast, huh? Oh, the plushie's already gone. That's right. Oh, yeah, that plushie's already gone. There was a Ouija Mag plushie they had up here. That shit's already gone, though, it looks like. Fuck. So, yeah, if you got... Emily got that plushie, by the way. I still have not listened to the Isham audio documentary, but I wanted to remind y'all that Isham... Because I shared it. I weirdly shared it on my YouTube channel and then didn't put it in my notes to talk about it. And I completely forgot about it after I shared it. But there's this about hour-long audio documentary or a podcast or whatever you want to call it, a YouTube video where Isham is just kind of telling his life story in his own words. So go check that out. I think it's called the Isham, the Greatest Story Never Told. I've been meaning to dive into that. Apparently, I heard someone say that Isham gives ends to Eminem in there, which is surprising. Hella surprising for me. Shaggy Show, Juggalo Weekend Vlog. Violent J was on the Briscoe and Bradshaw podcast, which I'm only about halfway through. I was taking notes. Basically, a lot of wrestling stories. There's not anything new so far in there to report on. But from these Shaggy shows, we got a couple of interesting things from these Shaggy shows, boy. Let me tell you. First of all, Shaggy's been a little goofball lately with... If you saw the last HABS, we were talking about how weird Shaggy looked with his tiny scrunched up paint, his slightly smaller paint. So he's been having some fun.
The dryer's mad hot, yo.
Making his paint even smaller. Now this is from Tuesday's Shaggy Show.
My dryer's mad hot, yo.
Was he really running low on black paint? Is that the reason he's doing this? If that's the reason, that makes it even funnier. That makes it even funnier if that's the real... I heard someone say that in the chat. Like, is he running out of fucking paint? This one's even weirder, dude.
My dryer got mad hotter, yo.
So that's him from last Thursday. All right, I got some stuff to break down from this Shaggy Show. Everyone's favorite part of the show, the Shaggy Show breakdown. Let's see. He makes his paint even smaller. He denies it being smaller throughout the podcast, by the way, which really makes the bit even funnier. They talk a bit about Billy Corgan or Corbin on Joe Rogan. Shaggy says it's because of the wrestling connection he's giving ICP love because of Violent J and Billy Corgan's wrestling connection there. Shaggy talking about touring solo versus with the Insane Clown Posse. He says with ICP it's a well-oiled machine. When it's solo, it's chaos, which makes sense. Giving away a jersey and the VIP photo backdrop from Juggalo Weekend. I believe it's the Tunnel of Love backdrop that he was giving away for this next Hype Train record break that they do. Justin got fired from drinking on the job at the sperm bank. Justin got fired from drinking on the job at the sperm bank. Shaggy says they're going to vlog going to a sperm bank and a plasma bank to donate. Ringmaster Jam Exam is still coming. He said he was going to talk to Violent J about doing it on the Shaggy Show. That'd be fucking fresh because the Carnival of Carnage one is really dope. Shaggy has nothing planned for the show, so they've just been answering super chats for the show. Pretty much the whole show is super chats. They can't find the Jesus Ouija board anymore, and Manny doesn't want to mess with that. This is super funny how afraid Manny is.
Oh, yeah. Back in 2 and 2.
of this Ouija board. This Jesus Ouija board has been coming up. This has been coming up almost the entire run of the Shaggy Show. Manny has been consistently afraid of it, though.
Board, contact Jesus on.
No.
What? I was gonna get it. You remember that? The Jesus Ouija board?
I think yes, you did Google it. Yeah, and I was like,
Let's see. Let's Google it. Maybe we can find a link to it. Because if we gotta fucking get a hold of Jesus, man.
Bro, I'm not messing with that.
I remember. Why? So you roll with Jesus, right?
I do roll with Jesus.
So why would you want to holler at him?
Not a no damn devil board.
It's not a devil one. It's a Jesus board.
It's, oh my God, no. The Holy Spirit.
The fucking thing that you touch like that's made out of fucking one of those communion chips.
Yeah, yeah, wafer. Yeah, you guys do that all you want.
So they're trying to buy a used one of this fucking Jesus Ouija board, which apparently was controversial and got taken off the shelf, so it makes it kind of collectible. They found one though. Spoiler alert. Let's see. Yeah, they find one used for $135, and I think Shaggy bought it after the show. He said on the Thursday show. Shaggy, let's see, talks about Sick New World being canceled. How ICP was gonna be on Sick New World, but it got canceled a little bit.
Name for Star Wars, DJ. Reminds me of that dumb fucking kid from the Roseanne Barr show.
Dumb fucking kid from the
Pressing today. You know what I just found out? What? I was looking through my phone, I think yesterday, and I had realized that there was a festival for us booked on, what was it? On April 12th. And I had totally forgot about it. I was like, oh shit, what the fuck? It was called a Sick New World Festival in Las Vegas. But then, so I looked it up. I was like, what the fuck? I don't even remember saying yeah to that, but I did, you know what I'm saying? And I looked and it's been canceled.
Oh.
But then I remember that's like a big ass fucking festival they got in Las Vegas.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And this is something that you know, I don't think I'm saying too much here. Violent J dropped on me last year that they were gonna be at that Sick New World festival. But it does seem Shaggy goes on to say that they will be at it next year. They plan on being there next year when they do Sick New World again. By the way, the lineup for Sick New World, I don't remember ICP actually being on it when it came out. That's the weird thing about this story. I don't think they were actually on it when it came out. Jay told me that they were gonna be on it, then they weren't on the lineup, but Shaggy seems to also have been on the same page that they were gonna be on the shit. So I don't know what's the deal with that. I could be wrong. Maybe they were on that lineup. But anyway, but they are doing it next year, it seems. That lineup was not that great, though, compared to... It seems like the lineup, like, 2 years ago would have been the one to really fucking hit. Like, that lineup was crazy. Holy shit. Hopefully the lineup gets strong. They bring, like, Korn or System or Limp Bizkit or Deftones or all of those bands all onto one thing. Because if they do that, dude, I'm gonna and like ICP's on there too. Like I'm gonna have to fucking go to that show. I need to see Korn still. I need to see Limp Bizkit still. I need to see Deftones still. Like those are bands I need to get off my bucket list. Let's see. They talk about JCW a little bit. Say it's doing good. Jay told him it's doing good. How they're third behind WWE and AEW. Juggalo weekend vlog. I have not watched the Juggalo weekend vlog yet. Renee comes in. Oh, no, wait. Renee is going to come in soon to talk about something. Big news dropped on this episode. I don't know if you guys... I've seen no Juggalo news outlet talk about this huge news that Renee dropped on here. So, I don't know. I guess you guys don't really, follow this shit or something. I don't know. But wait for it. There's some huge news that no Juggalo outlet picked up on. It took me watching this however many days later. It's going to be such horse shit. I'm setting up such horse shit right now. The worst rapper ever. Oh, wait. Okay. Before I get to that. They're giving up stuff for Lent. Shaggy is giving up eating sweets at night in bed before he goes to sleep until he gets full. Manny is refusing to give up his Pornhub, but he chooses to give up shooting guns. And Justin is giving up energy drinks. The worst rapper ever. Shaggy does say he would do the Joe Rogan podcast. This worst rapper ever is Georgiana, and her song is Deleting Pictures. I can confirm this is trash. Go watch it yourself. I'm not going to waste our time and get a copyright strike to playing this dumbass song. They eat Black Death sour candy. It's very sour, it turns out. Shaggy has been tempted to shit his pants on stage and pour Faygo down his back to hide that fact. He's not done it, but he has thought about it. Hold on. This is a must play. Must play. Bah, bah, bah.
Belly is like, fuck.
It's like even.
That's a good question. Big Nip 665 says, Shaggy, what if you have to poop on stage? What do?
You just poop on stage. I mean, that's.
I've been very tempted. 'Cause I've been like very sick on stage quite a few times. You know what I'm saying? Like flu, like where like you can't even get out off the toilet with a fucking garbage can in front of you, puking and shitting. Like just water spitting out your ass, your butthole's throwing up. You know what I'm saying? I've been very tempted just to shit my pants on stage and just run some Faygo down my back. Straight fuck up, dog. I never have, but
Yeah.
I'm sure I've had to have wet farted.
People that
You know what I'm
you've
saying?
been doing that.
That's
I'm sure
so
I had to have fucking
crazy.
wet farted before.
Oh, yeah.
There's no question.
You never had to put a what do they call that, man pad on?
Man pond?
Yeah, man.
No, I've never had to use a man pond.
The Faygo man douche. Wait, Manny talks about his man
Well, I'm
pond.
talking about on stage.
Oh yeah, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. Have you ever wrestled with a man pond in your butt?
I might have.
That's a yes. It's a yes. Manny's definitely wrestled with a man pond. If you guys don't know, a man pond is a wadded up piece of toilet paper that you put in your asshole. So if you have anal leakage, it doesn't stain your underwear and or pants. That is a man pond. Man pond? Man pond. Let's see. All right. Lucha Ronan's friends don't know who Hulk Hogan is, but Lucha Ronan did know. They do national days, they eat pound cake, and then Renee drops some insane news on our dome pieces that make me question the validity of all other Juggalo quote-unquote news outlets. I say.
Down. That means we have some wonderful news to deliver. Do we not?
We're pregnant.
We are?
Having another baby.
That's right.
All right.
Congratulations.
It's wild. It's wild. No one else reported on that. Renee is pregnant. They're having another baby. So congratulations, Renee. And once again, I have to question, what are you guys doing? By the way, and give it a little bit. You got to give it a little bit, right? All right. I think it's been long enough now. No, a little bit longer. Okay. Now it's been long enough where the ops or any idiots who are maybe scrolling through this show looking for any news things to talk about may have stopped watching or gotten bored. I might have been quiet for too long, right? Actually, let's do a little bit longer. All right, now it's been long enough where they've almost certainly gotten bored and they moved along. And I can tell you that's not true. She's not really pregnant. That was a joke and maybe some bait to see if any idiots watch this show and pick up on that as actual news. So let's see what happens, right, guys? Let's see. This was a real social experiment. What you guys all just took part of. I hope you guys know that. Yeah, she's not really pregnant, but let's see if anyone picks up on that. Anyone gets excited and is like, "Oh, Humble said that." Let's see. They're going to do a watch party for movies on the Patreon. They're working on how to do that. Shaggy and Renee give some relationship advice. Shaggy always gives this advice, and it's so true. You need to make sure that your significant other is your best friend. And I so agree with that. That is some really good relationship advice. Renee, I love when Renee's on the show too. She always busts Shaggy's balls. Anyway, Thursday. Shaggy's paint even creepily smaller as you saw. God, it looks so weird on the stream. Baby, look at this fucking weirdo. It looks so weird on the stream.
Hype train?
We are in level.
Oh!
Paint.
Level 1?
God, that looks bizarre. It almost looks like the old school ICP paint where it was like
There's a
thinner and
whole lot
longer
of fucking
lines. If
banner
you guys
here.
know what I'm talking about.
Hell yeah.
It almost looks like that old school paint, like the John Kick
It
Jazz
just
paint.
keeps going.
Yeah, congrats
So
to
much
Renee.
of
Big facts.
does.
Congrats, Renee.
Hold on. That'll cover a
Once
house.
again, it's wild. No Juggalo outlet picked up on that Renee's pregnant. It's fucking crazy. Well, you guys need to get your work up.
Nope. So anyhow, this banner that's up for grabs.
God,
On the
it
hype-
just looks so bizarre. It just looks so bizarre. Anyway, gotta wrap this up. 5 minutes still. Strange suspicion talks. We don't got much more to talk about. I think I can do this. Sour candy messed up their taste buds for the rest of the day after the last stream. Shaggy is sticking to his Lent promise of not eating sweet snacks at night. Justin too, with no energy drinks. No word on Manny with his guns. Seems like Manny might have been shooting with his guns because he did not pipe up. Lent is 40 days. So for 40 days, they have to stick to these promises. None of them know what the new merch website URL is. They find some weird-ass merch store instead though, with this very bizarre... I don't even know what this
Who's
is.
that? Influenced by rock music, attractive ICP.
Some random man.
Wait, no, blow that up. What the fuck is that?
So weird.
That almost looks like that fucking Jeff Hardy.
It looks
me
like it's
and
gonna be some-
Monoxide fucking picture that Tasha Tepper did.
It looks like it's going to be some Rule 34 shit, though. Yeah, that's really weird,
What
man.
the fuck? Well, it's Violet J as a chick again, I guess.
That looks like it's going to be
that's
some Rule
whoever
34
fucking
shit
is
to
running
me.
this. They drew that, I bet. How fuck? What kind of weird shit is that? Get that out of my face.
Yeah, fuck, weird.
Get so mad. Oh, he got so mad. That was good shit. 7 more shirts are coming to the new shop, though. Baby versions of the Joker's cards. Six from the first deck, and the 7th is a collage of all of the 6 Joker's card as baby versions. Shaggy doesn't know what tapioca pudding is. Manny says that he saw a video once where Ron Jeremy recommended eating tapioca pudding before his sex scenes. So that's why Manny likes to eat tapioca pudding. I really wish I was making that up. There's a lot of, I don't know if you guys noticed, there's a lot of stuff on here when I recap these shows where I exaggerate or blow things out of proportion. That one I'm really not at all. That's almost exactly what happened. Some light mystical essay humor. Someone asks about Robocop and what's Shaggy's favorite song. Shaggy says he's got to check the new Darby and Umo out. New Shaggy and Lazy Crazy drop coming. The second 3 of the first deck, then all 6, and then this really interesting piece of news that once again didn't see anyone pick up on. Huh. It's the damnedest thing. It's like you guys don't even watch the Shaggy show or something. I don't know. Huh. Questioning your jug. I don't know. You tell me. Huh. All right.
Yeah, to start coming out with all 6.
It's true.
Damn,
Yes.
you tell us?
But that's coming soon.
It's true.
Woo! I already got mock-ups of what it looks like and everything.
What to do?
So once again, that's them talking about the first 6 coming out and then doing the second 6 Joker's card. But he's got to wait until they're done. And he's talking about mock-ups. Let's go back a little bit so you can get some context of that.
Part of the first 3 Joker's cards.
Uh-huh.
So I did the second 3 of the first deck, and we're going to put that one out now.
Cool.
And then I think after that, we'll just combine them all.
Combine them.
Yeah, sure. Those shirts are the shit, though, man. I love those fucking shirts. I love that shit. I do.
That's cool, man.
Are you guys gonna touch the second deck eventually?
Perhaps. I
I'll
don't
shoot
think it's any of
you
your
in the
business.
face
We got to
with a
finish it
bazooka.
first
Yeah.
to start coming out with all 6.
It's true.
Damn,
Yes.
you jealous?
But
Gotta
that's
finish
coming
it.
soon.
It's true.
Yeah.
Woo! I already got mock-ups of what it looks like and everything.
What, the new card?
Yeah.
He got mock-ups of what it looks like. So the image of the 6 Jokers card is ready?
Shit.
Oh,
I ain't seen nothing, bro. He ain't
Shit.
seen nothing. He's keeping that on lock.
Shit! Now I don't just have to like draw it and send it away to get computered because I know how to computer draw now.
Yeah.
So I'm doing fucking from nothing to final fucking shits. Like the first couple before we use computer shits.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up.
Yes, sir. Where we at here? Oh, so the Oscars happened, right?
So yeah, it seems like it's being finalized, the actual imagery of the Joker's card. I wonder, now he says I've gotten mock-ups. I wonder, now this is my thinking. I think he's talking about Violent J sending ideas over. Maybe he's talking about Tom Woods sending ideas over. So Shaggy can do a finalized version of it like they did back in the day. I don't know. He looks like AI. He looks really weird, right? That looks fucking bizarre. Yeah, it's hard to look at that. You get used to a certain size of Shaggy's face paint. It really fucks with you when he changes that. I'm really curious if he goes even smaller with the shit tomorrow. Yeah, they're doing the wrestling watch along. You can't dress like that. What is that? Oh, I'm gonna just skip that clip. That's not worth playing. They look at some Oscar fits, and Shaggy tells a man he can't dress like that. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Yeah, the Patreon movie watch along is happening. Elimination style tournament to pick the movies. They get into RIPs. Shaggy used to get high and go to the record store to laugh at bands like Badfinger on the back of their covers. This is for me, this is worth playing.
Oh my God! Look at the mop on all their heads, but look at the one in the brown jacket. Holy shit cakes! You want to know something that I used to do when I was a teenager? I'd get really high smoking weed, and we go to the record store and just look at old records and laugh our fucking asses off. It like
You know how excited I got because I thought he was going to tell the pig nut story again. Got so excited for a second.
like this.
Oh, just
We just be high shit in the record store, just laughing for hours, looking at the back of records, at the fucking ninjas on the back. Anyhow, yeah,
Anyway, that was important for me to share that with y'all. Let's see. Murder Mayhem Show tries to super chat $2 to see the Joker's card mock-up. Some George the Animal Steel stories, banned slang in schools once again. Getting beaten in school stories. Manny got paddled back in the day. Manny says they need to bring back capital punishment for kids, though. Manny got paddled as a kid and is strangely pro capital punishment. He puts it as capital punishment for kids, too, by the way. The Shaggy Reels segment. Shaggy wants to teach a chimpanzee how to use a toilet. This is definitely worth playing because of this quote alone. I'm not going to spoil it because you got to hear the quote.
face and balls. It's like me when I fight. But yeah, I would love to have a fucking chimpanzee home. I'd teach him how to shit on the toilet. That's for sure.
Hell yeah.
you
Hell
still
yeah.
throw it.
Oh, I bet you chimpanzees lay some logs.
Yeah, they do.
You know what I'm saying?
I bet you chimpanzees lay some logs. That might be what I changed the name of tonight's show to. I bet you chimpanzees lay some logs. That might be what I have to change tonight's show to. Jesus Ouija board is on its way. He did buy it after the last show. They watched the Incredible Bulk trailer, a really bad Incredible Hulk knockoff, and someone in the super chat, or someone in the chat just asked, is Shaggy MAGA? That's not really worth playing. Scariest movies. Shaggy mentions Event Horizon and In the Mouth of Madness. Manny mentions The Shining and Amityville Horror. And Justin mentions The Conjuring and The Hole. The Hole. All right, that's it, y'all. I'm a little bit after 8, so I'm going to get out of here. Go to Strange Suspicion and give them some love. Tell them Humble Among sent you all that good shit. I think they're about to go live now, if they're not already live right now. Whoop whoop, have a good night. Yeah, stuff and things coming all the time. I have a lot of cool stuff in the pipelines that I can't talk about. I got something really cool back today that I'd love to talk about, but I can't talk about. Music video stuff in the works. Yeah, stay tuned. There's stuff and things. Parasocial will be the next single that I drop, by the way, from the dev produced record. I got some artwork from that from Nick, I can say. Yeah, I just got to get that mix finalized and get it uploaded and set a date, and y'all will hear about that soon. I'm gonna try to have that out before or at Juggalo, Ohio. Actually, I might wait a little bit longer. Yeah, I might wait a little bit longer to drop it, because I'm not gonna say why. Anyway, love you guys. Make sure you hit the like, gimmick, subscribe, gimmicks, all the gimmicks. Fuck up the algorithm. All right. Strange Suspicion. Go show them some love. Tell them Humble Among sent you or something. All right, guys. Whoop whoop. Have a good night. Bye. And broadcast. 17 days. Juggalo Ohio 3. I'll see you guys out there. Bye. And broadcast for real this time.